Here now tonight, Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, member of the House Judiciary Committee. He and other Republican lawmakers have been demanding the declassification of documents surrounding the origins of the Russia probe. Congressman Gaetz, good to have you with us tonight. Thanks for being here. You know, just to clarify a few things, some of these text messages that we're seeing now, are these from the batch that they couldn't get out of their phones initially? I mean, do you remember when they said, oh, you know, there's some days that we don't have because they were Sprint phones or something like that? Can you refresh our memory on that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Martha. We continue to receive new information, both emails and text messages in tranches from the FBI and the Department of Justice. These were not messages that we had received previously, and they continue to tell us, oh, well, you know, we'll continue to provide information as we find it, but it underscores the frustration we've had in getting that information as quickly as we would like to have it for oversight.
Now, there is an investigation going on by Michael Horowitz, right? I mean, he's looking into the origins of the Trump investigation and all of this, correct? When are we going to hear, you know, because we're looking at all these bits and pieces, but when are we going to hear sort of what the folks who are looking at everything surmise?
Well, we do get it in bits and pieces. There are two tracks of the Inspector General that I think your viewers will be interested in. First, we want to know about the leaking itself. Were there people at the FBI and Department of Justice who had gone beyond investigating crimes and prosecuting them, and instead were trying to influence public opinion by having the media write or not write other things? But the other very important Horowitz investigation going on is of the media itself, where there's been allegations that you had people in the media who were giving sport tickets, concert tickets, special privileges to people to get stories in the FBI. So kind of the ecosystem of corruption could go both ways. You know,
what do you make of Peter Strzok's attorney's explanation that he was talking about preventing leaks from getting out there?
Yeah, it's ludicrous. Their view is that a media leaking strategy is about stopping media leaks. That would be like me saying my weight loss strategy is really about my desire to bulk up. You know, I just don't think the American people are going to buy that explanation, particularly given the context. Remember, in the FISA application that we're still trying to get fully declassified, Martha, you have articles that were leaked by the very sources of the dossier used to validate the dossier itself. So first they have the bad information, then they leak about it, and then those stories they use to validate the bad information in the first place. It's no way to run a railroad. It's no way to run an investigation. And I think it shows the extent to which Jim Comey is at fault for this. I mean, he created a culture and a climate where leaking to the media was okay. He did it himself to his friend, the Columbia law professor, and I think you just saw that really go throughout kind of the head shed at the FBI.
Yeah, you know, just to circle back around, if you're saying, you know, the media leak strategy is something other than what it appears to be, and then in a subsequent text he says to her, oh, the article is out, way to go, Paige. That doesn't line up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you have to look at all of these things in context. And let's never forget the context that this is the very same Peter Strzok leaking information, trying to influence public opinion, who opened up the Trump-Russia investigation at the FBI based on the Five Eyes, or the information that came from Ambassador Downer. So it just shows everything really comes back to Peter Strzok. And the more we learn about him, the more his credibility erodes underneath him.
I got to go, so I need a quick answer here if you can. Do you believe that the president will do as you have requested, you and others have requested, to allow the rest of the country to see everything involving that FISA application and how they got it?
Well, the president's been a real fighter for transparency. I don't believe that that's going to stop. I think we're going to see more information, and the president's going to help us.
All right, we will see. Thank you very much, Congressman Gaetz. Good to see you tonight.
Thank you, Martha.
Coming up next, we have